In this video, we are going to learn how to solve equations containing radicals. A radical equation is an equation that has a variable in the radicand. To solve a radical equation, you must get the radical by itself on one side. So if we look at example A, what is the solution of the square root of x plus 7 equals 16? So notice how the square root of x and the square root sign is only over x. And the 7's on the outside. We have to get rid of that 7 before we do anything else. We want to get it on the other side. So essentially, we're balancing the equation so that square root of x is by itself. So square root of x plus 7 equals 16. We're going to subtract the 7 from both sides. That will give us square root of x is equal to 9. So now we need to figure out how to get rid of the square root sign. Well, to get rid of the square root sign, we're going to do the opposite, and we are going to square both sides. So we're going to raise both sides to the exponent of 2. And 9 squared, we know, is 81. Now the square root of x squared, the exponent and the square root, they go away because the exponent of 2 undoes the square root of x. So we're just left with x is equal to 81. And then we could check it to make sure we got it right. To check it, we want to plug it back in. So we will have the square root of 81 plus 7 is equal to 16. Square root of 81 is 9 plus 7 equals 16. We're good. All right, so our final answer here is going to be x equals 81. So now for number 2, what is the solution of the square root of 10b plus 6? All of that is underneath the square root, and it's equal to 6. So we don't have to do anything with this positive 6 because it's underneath the square root sign. We actually have to get rid of the square root sign first. So we're going to get rid of the square root sign by squaring both sides. Squaring both sides undoes the square root sign. So we're going to square both sides, raise both sides to the exponent of 2. That means on the left side here, we no longer have a square root sign. We just have 10b plus 6 is equal to 6 squared, which is 36. So now we're just balancing an equation. We want to get this b all by itself. So subtract 6. We get 10b is equal to 30. Then to get rid of the 10 out front of b, we divide both sides by 10. And that gives us b is equal to 3. So now we can check that. You do not have to, but it's a good way to know that your answer is correct. So we are going to check this, and we have the square root of 10b, which b is now 3, plus 6 is equal to 6. So 10 times 3, that gives us 30. And then we have plus 6 underneath the square root sign equals 6. Well, 30 plus 6, that gives us 36 is equal to 6. Square root of 36 is 6. So we are good. We got the right answer. And now you guys are able to practice some of these problems on your own.